I'm going to show you how I would go about doing a side wraparound screen print, whatever you want to call it, coming up. So we got some shirts that we had to do that needed a somewhat of a wraparound. No other shop would do it, and we kind of use this as a little bit of a learning experience. We weren't shy about doing it, or scared, I should say, and a lot of shops did not want to fool with it. I'll show you how we did that, and being able to do this in your shop will actually get you more jobs. The more you can do, the more skills you have, the more jobs you're going to land. You'll get those jobs that people are turning down. So let's go ahead and dive into this tutorial. Okay, so a friend of ours came to us and brought us a little bit of a challenge. They want a print to kind of wrap around the side, but that side print also has a front print, so it's a print that kind of goes like that around the side of the shirt. These are challenges that we like. Again, this is for one of our friends, and we're doing this for educational purposes on our end because we like to do complicated stuff and challenge ourselves. So here is the wraparound part, and this is for a little party, bachelorette party, I believe. So what I'm doing is printing this graphic here. I'm going to do a print flash print. Just hitting the base a couple times. This is a 200 mesh screen. Just want to make sure you clear your first hit really well. And now what we're going to do, once we do the second hit after flashing, is I'm going to send this back under the flash, so that way it will just cure it to the touch, and then we're going to pull it off the palette and then do the front print. The reason I'm just flashing it rather than running it through the conveyor dryer is because part of the print will overlap on top of this moon. And if you completely cure it, then whatever ink you print on top eventually will wash out. Now granted, this is for a bachelorette party, and I'm sure they probably might just wear it once, and then it just might be a t-shirt they wear at night or something. Who knows? Okay, so we have all of the side graphics printed, and it's tacky to the touch. And you can see how it wraps around a little bit. Move this flash out the way, I don't want to cure that shirt. So it wraps around a little bit, and then there will be a print that comes down overlapping on top of this. And we'll show you how we're going to do that as well. So I'm just going to set these aside. Okay, so we have our screens registered for the print that's going to overlap on this. We got a couple whites and a black. I was hoping to do this white after the black, but we're losing some of the black to tell. So now what I'm going to do is going to print this base. Flashed it on each one, and one of the things I did, which I'll show you here in a moment, to kind of line these things up, they're not going to be absolutely perfect because there is some variables to it, but they're pretty close. Our friend had there were some other screen printers that they were trying to see if they couldn't have them do this for them, and No one would take it on. They just said they couldn't do it. So they came to the real experts. Okay. So now I'm going to do my white top here, which I generally would do last. But again, the black detail. You can see where some of the ink from the black screen is still picking up, or being transferred off the bottom of the screen. And you can see that it looks like I didn't flash this one long enough, but that's not a problem. We'll use the blowout gun to fix that. Our blowout gun that's about to die. Alright, so, and I may print this a couple times just to make this a little brighter. I'm using 230 meshes here because of the detail, so it's not putting down as much ink as at 200. So I think I'll do this white top a couple times. Make it a nice bright white just like that. We'll go through and do the rest. And then I'll show you guys how I went about lining this up. Alright, looks like we got 2 more. I'm just making sure the mesh clears really well. Now I set the off contact fairly high, so that way I could take and lay my screens down and see exactly where this print's going to overlay. And if you can kind of see the image through here. It might be hard to see on camera, but you can actually see the image through here, so that helped me align things up. Now I need to wipe my hands. Okay, last but not least, we're going to do our black. And there we have it. Here's the finished print. Looks great. I'm going to go around and do the rest of them. So you guys can kind of see what sort of variables we're working with here. I'm trying to get them all in the same spot. And this one probably did not flash long enough on the white. Probably need to flash these a little more. So I've been taking my time with this, and palettes have cooled down a little bit. So I'm going to go back and flash these again. I think I'll even hit this one more time. Let it flash a little longer. This one's still fairly tacky. I think it's flashed quite long enough. Okay, now that I've flashed the shirts a little more, we can go ahead and hit it with our black. And I'm gonna do a couple more for you guys, and then we're going to pull these off of the palette, and we will have to run this through the conveyor dryer twice, once with the front up and then once with the sides sticking up. So there you have it. Now I'm going to run it through the conveyor dryer face up and then sideways. I hope that was helpful. Please hit the subscribe button. I'd really appreciate that, and we'll see you in the next video. Oh yeah, don't forget the like button too. Is that corny of me to ask for that? I guess you're gonna subscribe or like if you want to, right? Anyhow, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it, guys, and we'll catch you in the next video.